Earth at a crossroads: the climate crisis and our future. Our planet is at a turning point. The delicate balance that has sustained life for millions of years is now under threat. From rising temperatures to melting ice caps, from vanishing forests to devastating storms. Climate change is no longer a distant worry, it's a present reality. But what is causing these changes? How did we get here? And most importantly, what can we do to change our future? This is the story of the climate crisis and humanity's fight to save our only home. The science behind climate change. The Earth's climate is warming, and it's warming fast. At the heart of this crisis is the greenhouse effect, a natural process where gases in the atmosphere trap heat and regulate the planet's temperature. But human activities have intensified this effect by releasing vast amount of greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide. Since the Industrial Revolution, the burning of fossil fuels for energy, deforestation, and industrial farming have significantly increased the level of these gases in the atmosphere. As a result, global temperatures have risen by approximately 1.1 degrees centigrade over the last century. A seemingly small number, but one with massive implication. The Arctic is warming at twice the global average. Ice caps and glaciers are melting at unprecedented rates, contributing to rising sea levels that threaten coastal communities and low-lying nations. Meanwhile, warming oceans are disrupting currents that regulate global temperatures, intensifying weather patterns worldwide. The human cost of climate change. For millions of people, climate change is not a distant threat. It's a daily struggle. Rising sea levels are swallowing coastal communities, forcing families to abandon their homes and livelihoods. Entire cultures and histories are at risk of being lost forever. In sub-Saharan Africa, farmers face crippling droughts that destroy crops and livestock. In Asia and Americas, hurricanes and typhoons grow stronger, leaving behind paths of destruction. And in every corner of the world, extreme weather events are becoming more frequent and more deadly. Cities, too, are feeling the heat. Rising urban temperatures, combined with poor air quality, are putting lives at risk, especially among the elderly and vulnerable population. Climate change isn't just an environmental issue, it's a human crisis. The impact on wildlife and ecosystems. The natural world is also bearing the brunt of climate change. Coral reefs, often called the rainforest of the sea, are dying as ocean temperatures rise and acidify. These reefs support about 25% of marine life, and their collapse is sending shockwaves through entire ecosystems. On land, rising temperatures and habitat destruction are pushing countless species to extinction. Forests, which act as the lungs of our planet, are disappearing at an alarming rate. Each year, an area of forest the size of Portugal is lost, releasing stored carbon into the atmosphere and accelerating global warming. The economics of climate change. The global economy is deeply intertwined with activities that drive climate change. Fossil fuel extraction, industrial farming, and transportation are among the largest contributors to greenhouse gas emissions. These industries generate enormous profit, but at a devastating cost to our planet. The financial toll of climate change is staggering. In 2022 alone, extreme weather events cost over $300 billion in damages. But the cost of this inaction is far greater, affecting agriculture, infrastructure, and human health worldwide. Shifting to renewable energy sources is not just an environmental imperative, it's an economic opportunity. Investment in solar, wind, and hydropower are creating jobs and reducing dependence on fossil fuel. A green economy will pave the way for a sustainable and equitable future. Solutions and hope. While the challenges are immense, there is hope around the world. Individuals, communities, and nations are taking bold steps to combat climate change. Reforestation projects are restoring degraded land, and sustainable farming practices are improving food security while reducing emissions. Innovations in technology are also making a difference. Renewable energy sources like wind and solar are becoming more efficient and accessible, while advancement in carbon capture and storage offers new ways to reduce emissions. The fight against climate change is being led by people of all ages, from scientists and engineers to activists and everyday citizens. Together, they are proving that change is possible. What's the future of our planet? Earth is at crossroads. The choices we make today will determine the future of our planet and the generations to come. The climate crisis is a challenge unlike any other, but it is also an opportunity to build a world that is sustainable, equitable, and thriving. The time to act is now. Together we can create a future where humanity and nature coexist in harmony. The question is, will we rise to the challenge?